Welcome to season 3 of Liv-ing Life Podcast with your host, Liv. Hey, it's season 3. Can you freaking believe it? Because I can't. Mainly because I posted 8 episodes, not even. Last season, I barely posted anything. We're gonna be better with that. I mean, we're not starting off on the strongest foot. It is Wednesday, and this does go up Wednesday, so this will come out Wednesday. Will it be 7 p.m? Will it be 4? No one knows. No one freaking knows. It's currently 3:15, and this is what the vibes are. This is what we're going with. If you're watching the video, ignore my outfit. It's kind of ugly right now, but it's like the vibes. It's like the clean girl aesthetic vibes. I have a slick back in. This is what we're doing. Can you believe it? I hope to have some editing this season, because I know that was a huge complaint last season. Everyone was like, bitch, you didn't edit your videos, and I could tell. And I was like, okay. But I give you a forewarning. I was like, warning, this not edited. So I did give a warning, but hopefully now hopefully now I can edit them, and they're a little bit better quality videos. I don't think this one's going to be edited because mainly I don't have the time for it. So we are free rolling this episode, but the next we will have better promised episodes and better quality episodes next season. Trust. No, this season we will have better quality episodes. Trust. I mean, we're starting a little late, and that's the only reason why. But I mean, other than that, we are doing good. We look good. We feel good. Actually, today and yesterday have been kind of shit days, but you know, it is what it is in the life of a junior, and that is why this episode is starting. This is why this new season is starting, because I have just hit junior year. Gun to the head. Pull the trigger. Please pull the trigger, because what do you mean I'm a junior now? No. I refuse. I actually refuse, but too late. I'm already in it. I'm locked in. I'm sucked into this awful lifestyle. I do not want to be a junior. I hate it here. I truly hate it here. This is awful. I don't like it. And yeah, I'm officially an upperclassman now, which is probably the worst thing that could ever happen to me. I like being older. Like, I like being like an older classman. Like, okay, upperclassman bombshell. But I actually have to do SATs, PSATs, prom. I know we were like, prom is fun. No, prom is not fun. I went to prom last year, and I was like, yes, I'm an underclassman going to prom. That was cool. Being an actual classman going to prom, who cares? Everyone goes to prom. But yes, I can't cope with it. I can't do it, and that's what we'll get into later in this episode. But more about season 3 real fast, because I kind of jumped into this new junior year, but that is why we are starting season 3, because it is my junior year. And every year of schooling, we get a new season. For example, my freshman year was season 1, my sophomore year was season 2, and this is season 3. Tres. I'm also taking Spanish. Hate it. But yes, so I hope there's better quality episodes. There's gonna be more episodes. I think there's actually gonna be a lot more episodes, because I'm trying to prioritize this a little more, not just trying to do it when I'm sad or whatever and need like someone to talk to, so I talk to myself for an hour. But yes, hopefully we will have the incorporation of guests. That is a big thing. I kind of want guests on the podcast. Everyone has been asking me, Olivia, can I be a guest on the podcast? And I'm like, yes. Then never get around to it. But this year, I will. There will be guests. There will be more than just me. Trust. It'll be good. It'll be locked in. Along with the incorporation of guests, I really want to bring in the incorporation of listeners, because we've hit 1,000 listeners, guys. Can you believe that? I cannot. We've hit 1,000 listens. That is crazy to me. I cannot believe it. That is so incredible. Thank you guys so much. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. So hopefully we get the incorporation of listeners. I would love to do that, and incorporating you by giving you advice. I feel like, guys, I'm an upperclassman now. I can give advice. Check me off for that one. I'm legally allowed now. Did you know that? Yeah, as soon as you become an upperclassman, you're allowed to give high school advice. That's just what they're saying. That's just what they're saying. So that is going to be good. Better ideas is what I put down, because what was I yapping about last season? Literally nothing. I was like watching, because I actually watched back the college video one, and I was like, why was I actually not talking about anything? Love that you can hear my family screaming, but I hope that you can hear I hope that there's better quality episodes, because I was just yapping about nothing. All yap. I'm like, there was no substance in this episode. Can you please give me something? Olivia, give me something to work with. You're giving me nothing. It was like, literally, I would like I wasn't talking about anything. I feel like still I'm now not, but that's what a podcast is. Like I talk, but actually about stuff. And I think that's what this new season is going to bring. I'm actually going to have good thought out topics, not just rambling from my head. I think this episode is going to be a bad idea because it is pure ramble, but I feel like it kind of fits the vibe, because that's just what my head is going through right now. It's just pure like, it's just like, it's just like a bunch of like clouds in my head. Not like that, but like thunderclouds. A little dark, but okay. Next, I'm maturing into an upperclassman, and that is what today's episode is going to be about. I'm an upperclassman. What the bleep. Yesterday I was on the phone with my friend, and I was like, and all we were saying was, what the fuck, just repeatedly over and over again, because we just saw something crazy. We saw the craziest thing in the world. You would not believe it. I feel like I should talk about it, but basically my supposed best friend, in quotation marks, was with my mortal enemy. I'm like, okay, so now that's a situation right now, but I'm not really going to talk about that. That's not my problem at the moment. I'm trying to focus on other better, greater things, like bettering myself, and freaking the fuck out. That is just what this is. Junior year has brought so many fears. Everyone and their mothers, like, junior year is probably the hardest year you're ever going to experience in high school. I'm like, okay, hardest year of high school, and I'm in it, and it is hard. Mentally, it is hard. I've been pushing every single day. I've been fighting for my life. I'm not even kidding. It's been 5 days. There are currently 155 days left of junior year, and I'm counting down every single day. I'm not even kidding. I'm begging for this year to be over. I'm so ready for it to be done. Like I said, I'm five days in. Actually, 5 or 6. I don't remember. Wait. No, I'm only 5 days in. Okay. So there is that. But over the summer, I was stressed out about junior year, and it was summer. It was just summer, and I was already stressed out about it. I was panicking. I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. I'm not mentally strong enough for this year. I'm like, I can't do it. I've already experienced enough through my freshman year. If you go listen to those episodes, which you shouldn't, do not listen to If Then I Could Talk. Those episodes are foul. They are sad. They are depressed. I listened to it, and I'm like, why was no one calling like the crisis hotline for me? It was bad. It was so bad. It was awful. And so I was like, I'm not mentally prepared enough to do that. Do that enough for another year. But too late. Too freaking late. Already into it. That's ass cheeks. That's my new phrase, is ass cheeks. Oh, that's ass cheeks. That's my new thing. If you let me know if you guys like it, but if you don't, I don't care. But yes, junior year's happening, and I have to lock in. Exponentially. Oh, sorry, a little fast. The summer before junior year, I was crying. I was just so scared. I was not ready for it. And then it was the days leading up to the first day of school of junior year. So I had school on the 1st. So this takes place between the 30th and the 31st. So basically, I get out of the shower. I'm already kind of stressed about everything that's going to happen tomorrow, which is the 31st. And I get out of the shower, and I'm like, obviously I go on the toilet, it's like scroll on my phone. Not on the toilet, but like just sitting on the actual seat, with like the lid closed. And I'm scrolling on my phone, and obviously I'm on Swift Talk, because who am I if not a Swiftie? And I goes top 10 Taylor Swift performances of all time. And I'm obviously watching it. I'm like this, like I'm like this on the toilet. And then I get to part two. Go to part 2. I'm on part 2. And the third one, the bronze. So number 1, let me just tell you what they were. Number 1 was Don't Blame Me from Reputation Tour. Number 2 was, what was number 2? I actually don't remember what number 2 was. It was a while ago. It's like August 7th. No, it was not a while ago. I don't remember what this. Oh, it was We Are Never Getting Back Together from 1989 tour, like the rock hardcore version. And then the third one, which broke me. I don't know what happened. What started it, but this video started it. I don't know what got into my head, but it was Illicit Affairs from the Eras tour was the third one. And I watched that and I just went like this. My brain just like something clicked in my head. Bald. I put both AirPods in and started listening to the Cooked combo. You know you are cooked when you pull out the Folklore. Evermore. Torture Post Apartment and Midnights. Done. I was done for, brother. There was actually zero recovery from that combo. So I'm on the I actually got off the toilet and I'm sitting on my bathroom floor sobbing, crying my eyes out for 2 hours straight. Well, the overall crying was 2 hours. This was for an hour straight, just on the toilet crying. And the first song, "'Tis the Damn Season." Shaking my head because I was like, "'Tis the damn back to school season, am I right?" As I'm bawling my eyes out. And so I'm like, okay, girl, you need to stand up. I'm like, get up. I need to get up. So I get up and I'm brushing my teeth and everything. And then I go back into my room and I'm about to like do my skincare. And I'm just sitting in the mirror, just staring at myself. And I was trying to listen to Static by Steve Lacy. And I was like, turn this off. And then I started crying again for another hour in front of the mirror, just bawling my eyes out. I was like, oh my God. My eyes hurt from hurting. My eyes hurt from crying so much. They hurt so badly. So I'm there. I'm like, okay, let me just go to bed. Let me just sleep on this because the 31st, the day before school, I was supposed to go to an amusement park with my friends. I ended up not going for reasons we'll get into. But I was just like so stressed about it because I didn't really want to go. I'm like, my friend isn't going. My friend is fucking COVID. So I'm like, I don't really want to go. It's not going to be very good. I already knew. I was like, I can't do this. It's not going to be very good. So I'm like, let me just go to sleep. I'll sleep on it, see what happens. I wake up in the morning early because we were supposed to go at 11. So I wake up early anyway. I think I wake up at 6 a.m. for some reason. I don't know why. And then I go downstairs because I think I had to do something. I'm not sure. But I go downstairs and I'm like talking to my mom about it. And then I start crying again about it. I'm like, girl, what are we doing? I was a loose cannon throughout the day. And let me tell you, I was a loose freaking cannon. Nothing was working. Nothing was going on. I was like, oh my God. It was just the worst time ever. So that was how I spent the last day of summer before junior year, was crying. How freaking fitting. I think all I've done this year so far is cry. It's been brutal. But we'll get more into that. And it's just been bad. And then the days prior, I didn't even really get like a last week of summer because the days prior, all I was doing orientation for high school. That's all I was doing. I was just orientating high school. So I was like, oh, okay, this is what I'm doing now. So that was just what I was doing. And it was like, I think I had a very relaxing summer, which is very good. I needed a relaxing summer. I miss summer so much. Please come back to me. I want it to be fall. Oh my God, sorry. I'm in this summer shirt and then a bra that I wear to school today. Please just ignore it. It's a horrible outfit combo, but like if I wasn't wearing like this bra underneath, it'd be full titties out. And I was not ready for that. And then some leggings and then my socks. And I'm just ready for fall weather. I'm so ready for fall. Fall is going to be so good. Fall is going to be so fun. I get to be like depressed fall girl. It's going to be so nice. But anyway, that is that. Okay. Going back in to junior year. I gotta lock in so freaking heavily. Like, I'm done. I'm so done. I have to lock in so hard. It's not even funny. I have to do so much work. I have to put in so much effort if I want to touch college. If I want to touch a good college, I have to be breaking straws, fighting for my life this year if I want to get into a good school. So that is awful. That's just like why people think, that is probably why people think junior year is so hard, because of all the hard work you have to do. PSATs and SATs, not ready for it, not going to worry about it. That's out of sight, out of mind, for real. That is a that's a later problem. But I think people just think it's bad because of those reasons. People are usually taking lots of rigorous classes and usually doing a lot of crazy things for that. So that is why junior is so hard, I think. So far it's been mentally tough. My social life is in the fires. I mean, it's not, but it is. I don't know. It's a whole deal. I'll figure it out. I'll come back to you next not next Wednesday, but the other Wednesday after, and let you know what happened. And I'll discuss it all. It'll probably be called the episode Friendship Breakups, but we'll get into it later. So junior year is 1 year away from senior year. What do you mean? This is my last year as not a senior. Oh my god, absolutely not. Absolutely not. There is no way I'm a senior next fall. Oh my god, that makes me physically sick, physically ill. Like, I'm talking about it, my stomach is sick right now. And it's all because of growing up. But I can't believe, like, senior year is the year of last. Like, I'm like trying to take in every moment right now, which I think was going to be my conclusion. But I'm trying to take in every moment now to be like, to realize that, like, because this is like the last normal, like normal kind of like events I'll have, because senior year is like the last ones. Like, you're done. Also, all my senior friends are gonna leave. No. It is gonna be just my class. Don't get me wrong, I do kind of love my my class of 2026 at my school. I do really love it, low key. I'm not even gonna lie. I love you, little hoes. You're so fun. You're so cute, cool. You're so cute. That's real. But yeah, I do love us, but still, I don't want them to leave. I'm not ready for it, even though I only met them a few days ago. Oh shoot! Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oof. That was a big yikes. Give me a minute. But this is the year before the year of last, and I'm just not ready for it. I'm like trying to take in every moment possible so I can like enjoy it before I'm done. Oh my god, I'm done in like a year. I'm not ready. Not freaking ready for it. And yeah, I have been idolizing senior year, and low-key just like being able to drive. I can drive now. Do not get me on the roads. Do not catch me on the roads. Do not catch me on those roads. Because I am on them, and it's scary, and I'm like, I cannot believe I'm driving, because I've like wanted to drive for so long, and I finally can, and it's, oh my god, it's like actually surreal. And also, it's not as fun as you think it sounds. Like, I am like on the day I finished high school orientation, like running it, I was like zoning out the wheel. I was like, oh my god, this is awful. This is so tiring. I'm so done with this. So that is driving. And I'm like, I can't believe that is happening. And junior year is such like a teenage year, along with senior year, but I'll get into senior year. And I've just been idolizing this stage of my life. Well, not this stage, but senior year for so long. Like, since my since my 8th grade year, I've been just idolizing it. Like, I can't wait to be a senior. It's going to be so fun. It's going to be so good. And now that it's approaching, I'll get more into this probably next year. But now that it's approaching and, like, it seems closer than ever, I'm like, no. Like, put me back in 8th grade. And I remember staying up so late on nights in 8th grade just crying about my future. Like, bitch, sit down. You're so fucking pathetic. Like, I look back at myself like, girl, can you shut up? Like, ew. Like, can you please just be present? Por favor? Anything? Like, you're so dumb. But that's probably just me being a little rude to myself. But yeah, I'm just like, I was like so like obsessed with it. And now that it seems closer than ever, I do not want to be a senior. I'm not going to talk too much about senior year because I'm in junior year right now, and I just don't want to like focus on that. But all the things junior year is coming with, and all the things, like, I get to go to prom this year as like an actual like member, not just an invited guest. That's insane. My friends, like my friend group is crazy. Like, right now, so many things in junior year are just crazy. And I started working on a little project for school and the podcast, and I'll need to do so much stuff, and it's so scary. It's just so much, and I'm just not ready for any of it. but it is scary. Growing up, that is what this episode is. Growing up. I can't. I literally cannot. Anytime I think about it, I want to crawl into a hole, bury myself, and die. Like, truly, I don't want to do it. I don't want it. I don't want to grow up. And all I've wanted for so long, like all this, like low-key this summer, I was like, I can't wait for college. I can't wait to be out of here. I can't wait to grow up. I can't wait to be out of my house. Like, I can't wait to have my own freedom. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely freaking not. I want to stay here forever. I want to be in this age. I want to be a teenage girl forever. I want to be taken care of. I want to be under my parents' health insurance. I want to be driving a car my parents pay for. Like, I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want to grow up. Every time I think about growing up and like getting older and my life will never be the same as it is now, I have existential dread. Existential dread is the word. I can't do it. I don't want it. It just makes me want to stare into the abyss for forever. And that's how growing up makes me feel. And it's also like sickly. Like, I feel sick about it. Like, what do you mean I'm going to never be in this moment ever again? Like, what do you mean I'll never be an 8th grader ever again? What do you mean I'll never be a sophomore? Like, what do you mean I will never be able to live sophomore year again? That is actually disgusting. That makes me so angry. Like, I know you can't bargain with that, but like, what, like, you can't do anything about that, but it makes me angry. It makes me so angry. I want to be a sophomore again. I want to do that. Sophomore year was so good. Such a good year. And then this year's not. If you see, I have a picture of me just bawling my eyes up saying, I love junior year, but I really don't. I hate junior year. And I just don't want to deal with it. Like, I don't want to live with growing up. Like, it's so scary. Just like, I will never be in the moment ever again. And like, realizing that moment has passed and you're done with it. Like, you're done. Is awful. It's a gut-wrenching feeling. And I don't want to deal with it. And like, coming to face it now, because I feel like now we're kind of growing up. And it's like, now you're facing growing up. Like, you have to face it head on. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to cope with it. That's the biggest thing. I don't know how to cope. I don't have healthy coping mechanisms. I don't think I ever really have, because if you didn't know, I am dramatic. #1 drama queen. That is probably going to be my senior quote or something. Biggest drama queen is going to be my freaking senior superlative, because what do you mean? I literally don't know how to cope. I don't know how to do anything. And I think growing up is such a thing that you can't cope with. Like, how am I supposed to cope with growing up? Hello? So I think that's a big thing. Like, I don't know how to cope with it, and that's why it's making me so stressed out, and that's why I just cry all the time. And stuff like that. And I know this episode has kind of been all over the place, but that's just how it is growing up. Like, finding yourself and finding independence is actually so crazy to me. Like, there's so many ways you can do it. This is like a coming of age film. Like, I am in a coming of age film in my life right now. And what do you mean I'm the main character? What do you mean I control my story? Like, you control your own story. I control my own story. And that is just what we have to do. And that's just what we have to deal with, because that is growing up. That is growing up. Finding independence is what we do now. You have to find it. You have to do it. And it's a struggle. It's a challenge. And it's actually like probably a muscle you have to build. Like, growing independent. I think when I've grown the most independent so far is being able to drive. Truly. That is like peak independence right there. Let me tell you, it is so, like, I can do anything I want. I am the queen of the world. I don't have to ask my mom. I don't have to ask a friend. Like, I can drive. That is all on me. And I feel like a lot of the stress of junior year falls on you because you're like, this is all on me. Like, everything I do is now on me. But if we realize, like, yes, it is on you, but you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta cope with yourself. You gotta be able to love yourself. You gotta be able to handle yourself. And you can, and I can. We can both handle ourselves well, and we can both do it. I know we can. It's just gonna be a hard thing to overcome and to get through, but I know in my heart that we can do it, and we can find independence together. because I feel I have been a very sheltered child. I'm not even gonna lie. I wanted to believe that I wasn't. No, 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 no. I am. And I feel like being able to drive like kind of broke that. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is the real world. This is the real world. Like, what do you mean? And I was like, I don't think I knew how to deal with it. I don't think my mom knew how to deal with it. It was a very codependent thing. And I was like, what was I talking about? Because it is really a part of growing up. I totally forgot what I was talking about, but I feel like, yeah, finding independence is a challenge, and you got to figure it out. You got to face it head on, and I just don't really know how to do that, and that is why I think it's looking like this. This is why it's looking like this right now, buds. So, wrapping up this episode, thank you guys so much for listening, first of all. I don't know if anyone is, but if you are, thank you. But I just want to say, last little quick thing. No one could write Ribs by Lorde other than Lorde at 16. No, if Lorde was not 16, she would not have been able to write Ribs. Period. Ribs is one of the greatest songs ever made. Period. I cannot argue with that. That is the actually most goated song probably ever. It feels so scary getting old. My mic keeps disconnecting. But dude, no one could write that besides a 16-year-old girl. That is the realest shit ever. That's exactly how I feel 16. And I used to listen to I'm just so excited about this topic. I used to listen to Ribs as like, damn, the song is so good. So like, boom, 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 main character. But now I'm listening to it, I like rock back and forth. I'm like, it feels so scary getting old. You know, that was my ventriloquism. Did you like it? It feels so scary getting old. I think that ate. But really it does. Like every part of that song just hits, bro. And I listened to it going to orientation, driving by myself. That was unreal. That was like fucking, what's it called, like euphoric. That was euphoric. I loved every minute of it. But like I was like also like dreading. I was like, oh my god, I'm a teenager. Like I'm an independent teenager. What do I do? Technically I'm not independent yet because I still live off my parents, but you know the vibes. It's just the vibes. Like laughing till our ribs get tough, sharing beds like little kids. Hold on, like, what was it? My mom and dad let me stay home. It drives you crazy getting old. Bars. Straight fucking bars. Every line in Ribs is a bar, and I relate to every freaking line. The Pure Heroin album by Lorde is actually my album. It's my teenager album. It is my high school album. It is so good, and it's so real. It's so relatable. I just love it. I love Lorde. I love Lorde so much, and I love that song. And finding my other friend, I love her so much, and she also is a Lorde. Like I don't know what her fan base is called, but she also loves Lorde like me. I'm like, you get it, you understand. Like Supercut and all these amazing songs, but Ribs by Lorde is such a song. And like listening to it now, and I saw Ed Mills talk about this, and he's like, I've listened to Ribs in 3 different ways. Like pre-Ribs, like I was a little kid just listening to it, like not realizing being in Ribs, and I'm in Ribs right now. That is like crazy. It's actually the craziest feeling ever, being in it and experiencing this teenage life, and then after, which is like looking back on it. And then you experience, I think, all of these things through life. I've yet to experience looking back on Ribs. Kind of want to, not even gonna lie. But being in Ribs is actually a hellscape. I'm not even gonna lie. It's fun, it's euphoric, but it is hell here. But it's really, it's so good. It's so relatable. It's so true. And you should just listen to the song and debrief every freaking line because it's so good. It's the best song probably ever made. I love it. Truly, I love it. It's probably my favorite song at the moment and will be for like the rest of my high school career. Also, totally side tangent, but senior year, I really want the senior song to be Sign of the Times by Harry Styles. Oh, stop. Stop it right now. If that is my senior song, I will never truly I will never recover. Just stop your crying. It's sign of the times. So good. If that is my senior song, I will lose my entire balls. I cannot. This year, I think I'm going to do Model UN as my club. And I think, because we can only join one club because it's only on Fridays. We have an hour for clubs on Fridays. So I think this year, I think I'm going to do Model UN because my friend is starting it. And then next year, I think I'm going to do yearbook so I don't have a fugly senior yearbook, because no offense to Explore Yearbook, the yearbooks have been so fucking ugly and they make me want to die. Last year was senior wrapped. It was the ugliest thing I've ever seen. I'm not even gonna lie, it was ugly, and no one was ready, no one was on time for it, so it was just the whole thing. Guys, why is this podcast actually my therapy sessions? I cannot lie. These I just love it here. I love it in the little vibes I have. I just in the little corner of my room, just yelling and ranting and going on about my life. It's therapy. This is therapy. Fuck a therapist. All I need is a microphone and a platform. Good. I'm good, bro. I am so good. But in conclusion, I think I'm going to leave off my episodes with a little bit of advice, if it's not an advice episode. And I think my advice to myself is to just live in the moment. I think I get so caught up in the future that I don't realize that I'm in this moment right now. I'm in this moment talking to myself about Ribs by Lorde. That is what I'm doing in this moment. I shouldn't be caught up in what I'm going to do tomorrow, what I'm going to do in college, what I'm going to do in the future. I need to focus on every moment. And I think with junior year, it's the last kind of normal-ish year, and I'm just kind of trying to soak up in every moment, good and bad. Good and bad. If it's bad, I got a good story for the podcast. And if it's good, then I get to enjoy it. And I get to really embrace it. Because that is what being a teenager is all about. Is embracing the memories you are making now. Because you want to have stories to tell your kids if that happens. You want stories to look back on and reflect upon and be like, oh, when we were young. When we were young by Adele too. I know I shouldn't talk about songs, but when we were young. That is a senior song if I've ever heard one. But yeah, that's my little conclusion. I think I really want to try to just live in the moment this year and just keep living in the moment to live for the hope of it all. Me and my sister sang folklore in the car. Ugh. So that is therapy. That is also therapy. Sing in the car with your sister to folklore, to Taylor Swift. That is therapy. That is therapy. So thank you for coming to my therapy session. I love you guys so, so, so much. Thank you so much for listening. 1,000 listeners again. Crazy, insane. I love you. I love all of you. Thank you for 1,000 listens. Thank you for listening. Make sure you stay tuned for season 3. I'm so excited. I think it's going to be a really good season, and I'm actually going to stay consistent with posting. I'm telling myself on that. I'm going to stay consistent with posting. I think it's going to be goated. So thank you so much. Follow all the socials. Okay, bye.